Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. As mentioned in my previous video, I've woken up this morning and I've come down with a bit of a cold. I don't know how this sounds, how my voice sounds, but if I go croaky or I have to cough, I apologise, I can't help it. There you go. So I think this cold comes down to a bit of what happened yesterday, plus I've been very, very busy all this week and very tired and, a lot of stuff going on. So it's just, I've just caught this cold. So yesterday I went into Cheltenham because Waterstones had a double points weekend. So it's for the bank holiday weekend, just so you're aware, if anybody isn't aware of it and they want to know, it goes all the way up to 11:59 p.m. on Monday because it's a bank holiday weekend. So I went yesterday, and right, the thing is that for the points card system, what happens is that every time you spend £10, you get a point stamp, and when you get 10 stamps, they give you £10 credit on your account to spend in store. So I already had £10 and I had 5.5 stamps, and the running grave comes out in a month, and when it comes out it will be £12.50 because new hardbacks always go half price at Waterstones as soon as they come out, and tends to everywhere else, but Waterstones, it's convenient where I live, I'll go there. So it'll be £12.50 and I've got £10 on my account, so then I would have £2.50 to pay. Not a nightmare amount to pay, to be honest. I paid that for when I bought the Ink Black Heart, but it would be nice if I didn't have to pay anything. So, and I found, because of the double points system, it would mean that I'd have to buy about £25 worth of something at Waterstones to fill up my card to then be able to get that additional £10. So I'd have £20 on my account and I can get the running grave completely for free and enough for like another paperback book or whatever I want to buy, which is great. So I went to Waterstones just to have a look around, see if there was something that I wanted to buy. I could buy it, get double points. I didn't have to fill up the card, but I just had this figure of about £20 to £25 that I'd fill up the card. Now, of late, Waterstones, I haven't necessarily been that impressed by, simply because it's been really frustrating that when I've gone into Waterstones in Cheltenham in particular, I haven't been that impressed by the variety that they've had available, because it feels like they're very much pushing new releases, obviously because they're new releases, but also on like the tables to really catch your eye, or on the various stands by the stairs, all that lot. And it's very much, this is what is trending at the moment on TikTok, and that is like key for them because they know that people are seeing these books on social media, and so if it's right there in their face when they go in, they will buy it. Totally understand that, marketing, all that jazz, yeah, get it. But it felt like, but there are so many other authors whose work is so incredible that you're pushing to the back, and that's not nice, that's not fair, and that's what's really irked me of late. So when I've gone in, I felt like I am just being thrown a load of books in my face because of social media, not for this is actually written geniusly. And so I have, of late, I've just like gone into Waterstones, had a quick look round and then left with nothing, because it's just, nothing. Oh, well, I had been doing, hadn't I, my not buying books until June happened, and, and I was, and my sister and our bestie Sarah, hey Sarah, said, no, don't, just buy what you want to buy. So I haven't actually bought books since then, but I'm not doing the no buying book stuff now. And yesterday cemented that, because as I said, I went in and would expect to spend about £25. I spent a little bit more than that, so much so that I ended up because of the double points system, just to clarify, I ended up filling up an entire point stamp, card. So I went in with £10 credited to my account and 5.5 stamps. I left after 30 minutes in the shop with £20 credit on my account and 5.5 stamps. So yeah. So I've got enough money to buy the running grave, get the running grave, shall I say, completely for free, plus something extra, which I'm looking forward to finding out what that extra thing would be. And so very excited. But yes, it means I've got some books to show you that I got, and I'm actually really excited to read these, and they're quite an eclectic range. I sent a picture to my sister and bestie Sarah, and my sister was like, "Oh God, that's a great haul." So yeah, I'm very excited. So sorry. Oh God, I hate being sick. So the first one is When Hitler Stole Pink Rabbit, the 50th anniversary edition by Judith Kerr. Now, as I said, usually when I go into Waterstones, this is what is trending on social media. I went in this weekend and it was like tons of books that are not trending were completely at the forefront. And when I went into the children's section, because the children is right next, tagged on to basically young adult literature as you go round on the lower level. So I was looking at that, and then I turned the corner. I was like, oh, I'm in the children's section, like proper like 10-year-old kind of age kind of section. And when I turned around, there was a table in front of me, and it was the classic children's book table. And there were so many titles and stacks of all copy of each of these books. I was like, yes, that table was fantastic. You had like The Railway Children, Carrie's War, 5 Children in It, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. There were so many great classic books that were there, and this was amongst them. And I have never ever read this book, and it's the 50th anniversary. It's a classic book that I just never came across, and didn't come across, I know of it, but I've never read it. And I thought, you know what the hell, I'm going to get it. So it says, suppose your country began to change. Suppose that without your noticing it became dangerous for some people to live in it any longer. Suppose you found it to your surprise that your own father was one of those people. That's what's happening to Anna in Germany in 1933. Anna is too busy with schoolwork and tobogganing to listen to the talk of Hitler, but one day she and her brother are rushed out of Germany in alarming secrecy, away from everything they know. Their father is wanted by the Nazis. This is the start of a huge adventure, sometimes frightening, very often funny, always exciting. Judith Kerr was born in Berlin and left Germany in 1933 to escape the Nazis. This commemorative edition celebrates 50 years of this extraordinary story. So, yes, When Hitler Stole Pink Rabbit, I really want to read it. So I saw it and I'm like, yes, I'm getting it. Now, the next 2 books are by the same author, but I have never read this author's work before. I hope I will actually say their name correctly, because I may mess this up. But the next 2 books are The Cat Who Saved Books and Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagisawa. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Oh no, I thought they were both the same author. Oh, I'm completely wrong there. So sorry, I messed that up. So that was the author of Days at the Murasaki Bookshop, and this one is by Suyuki Natsusawa. I am butchering that. I am so sorry. But yes, these two are by Asian authors. And so, yeah, I wanted to read more international authors. And The Cat Who Saved Books has appeared on like every table or on a bookshelf of every bookshop I've been in for months. So I was like, oh yeah. I think that was it. Sorry, no, that's why I was getting these two authors muddled up. It's because this one is recommended if you like this author. That was why I was thinking it was the same author. So sorry, I muddled that up. So yes, so I was like, because they were recommended, they were together on the same table. Okay, let's go for it. So The Cat Who Saved Books is about... Hang on. No, that's Morisaki, sorry. Natsuki Books was a tiny second-hand bookshop on the edge of town. Inside, towering shelves reaching the ceilings, every one crammed full of wonderful books. Rintaro Natsuki loves this space that his grandfather has created. He spends many happy hours there, reading wherever he likes. It's the perfect refuge for a boy who tended to be something of a recluse. After the death of his grandfather, Rintaro is devastated and alone. It seems he will have to close the shop. Then a talking tabby cat called Tiger appears and asks Rintaro for help. The cat needs a book lover to join him on a mission. This odd couple will go on 3 magical adventures to save books from people who have imprisoned, mistreated, and betrayed them. Finally, there's one last rescue that Rintaro must attempt alone. The Cat Who Saved Books is a heartwarming story of finding courage, caring for others, and the tremendous power of books. So I love books. It's just been following around, so I had to get The Cat Who Saved Books. And Days at the Morisaki Bookshop says, hidden in Jimbuko, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Tokyo, is a book lover's paradise. On a quiet corner in an old wooden building lies a shop filled with hundreds of second-hand books. 25-year-old Takaro has never liked reading, although the Morisaki bookshop has been in her family for 3 generations. It's the pride and joy of her uncle Setsoru, who has devoted his life to making the bookshop since his wife Momoko left him 5 years ago. When Tatako's boyfriend reveals he's marrying someone else, she reluctantly accepts her eccentric uncle's offer to live rent-free in the tiny room above the shop, hoping to nurse her broken heart in peace. Tateko is surprised to encounter new worlds within the stacks of books lining the Morisaki bookshop. As summer fades into autumn, Sachiro and Takaro... I'm realising that I'm saying that name wrong every time I say it, but sorry. Discover that they have more in common than they first thought. The Morisaki bookshop has something to teach them both about life, love, and the healing power of books. So there we go. So we got Days at the Morisaki bookshop and The Cat Who Saved Books. Now, this one was in the buy one get one half price table as soon as I stepped in, and next to it was a book that I've been waiting ages to come out in paperback, and that is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Now, you may remember, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I don't know, I reviewed the It Ends With Us and last year, I think it was last year. I absolutely loved that book. I thought it was great. And there was one character, there was one character in particular who I really loved called Atlas. And Atlas is just so intriguing to me. And then Colleen had revealed that she was writing a book about him and a story from his point of view, and called It Starts With Us. It came out earlier this year. I think it was like January. I think, not certain. But because I have The End of Us in paperback, I had to wait for the paperback to come out. It's finally out, and I have it. So yeah. So Lily and Ra have just settled into a civil co-parenting rhythm with their daughter Emerson when Lily suddenly runs into Atlas nearly 2 years after they last spoke. Elated that the timing finally seems right to give what they have together a real chance. Atlas asks Lily out on a date. Told from the perspectives of Lily and Atlas, it starts with us, gives readers a deeper look into Atlas's past, and he and Lily reconnect and rekindle the love that they shared as teenagers while navigating the volatile ex-husband who believes Atlas to be the one reason his marriage with Lily ended. So there we go. So this was in the other buy one get one half price. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. Now, the next two are books by authors that I haven't read before. I have read Judith Kerr books before because she was a children's author, so I've read her books before. These two I definitely haven't, and I definitely have for Colleen Hoover, but these two definitely haven't read their works before. So the first one is The Murder Game by Tom Hindle. So the only way to win is to find the killer. The cover just caught my attention. Very Agatha Christie. And actually, at the very bottom, there is a quote that says, "A new heir to Agatha Christie, classic crime for the 21st century." So I was like, oh, I love that cover. It's very Agatha. That reversed Agatha. And then a description on the book, back of the book, caught my attention. So here we go. One house, 9 guests, endless motives for murder. Guests assemble at Hamlet Hall for a New Year's Eve party to remember. They are to take part in a murder mystery game with a 1920s twist, and everyone has their own part to play. But the evening has barely begun when one guest is found dead, killed by an injury to the head. Someone is playing by their own rules, and in a close-knit community, old rivalries run deep. So there we go. I haven't read any of Tom's books before, like I said, and the woman who served me at Waterstones really recommended his other books. So yeah, I have to give that one a go. And finally, a book that actually I've had sat in my Amazon wish list for a year, I think. Obviously on the Amazon wish list was the hardback because it was a year ago. It's now in paperback, and that is Pandora by Susan Stokes Chapman. That cover is beautiful. My God, it's wow, amazing. And that says, London, 1799. Dora Blake lives with her uncle in what used to be her parents' famed shop of antiquities. When a mysterious Greek vase is delivered, Dora is intrigued by her uncle's suspicious behaviour and enlists the help of Edward Lawrence, a young antiquarian scholar. For Edward, the ancient vase is the key to unlocking his professional future. For Dora, it's the chance to restore the shop to its former glory and to escape her nefarious uncle. But what Edward discovers about the vase has Dora questioning everything she has believed about her life, her family, and even the world that she knows. So that's Pandora. So there we go. That's the 6 books that I bought in 30 minutes and earned me enough money to get The Running Grave for free plus something extra in a month's time, which I'm very happy about. So I will be adding these to my jar for the future to read, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see what those are like when I get round to it. So yeah, I'm hoping that this cold isn't going to ruin my bank holiday Monday. We shall see. But yeah, hopefully the next time you see me, I won't have it, but we'll just see. But yes, I'm going to say bye-bye now and rest my throat because I need it. Alright guys, bye.